Maaseh Avot Siman Lebanim. The whole story of Yaakov and Esav is to teach us how to behave in our battle with Esav. This last galut is the galut of Esav. How Ishmael comes into it is another story. But Esav, Yaakov is about to meet Esav, who in the last instance sent his son to kill him. Eliphaz to kill Yaakov. So Yaakov's fighting, so sends messengers. But Yaakov in his battle for Esav, he prepared for in three ways. Doron, Tefillah, and Melchama. Doron, he sent presents. He tried to appease Esav. He tried to appease Esav that, look, I've been nothing to you. The brachot didn't happen like this. And he's trying to hunt for you. He calls him Avdecha Yaakov. He bows down him. He gives kavod to the goy, to this, to assuage the goy, not to. Maybe you can make peace. Doron. He gives him presents. Then, he said, he did tefillah. He prayed to Hashem, Katonti mikol chasadim. Even though he promised me, maybe I'm not so worthy. And therefore, please, I'm trying. I'll do my best. Help me. Tefillah. Because nothing we do can really help if Hashem doesn't want it to happen. We need Hashem to intervene. We need Hashem to save us. We need Hashem to spoil the plans of the Goyim all the time, the planning. It's always there. You see, after a few minutes, the sympathy goes with the others, not with us. Even though the worst things ever happen, worst atrocities. People conveniently forget, oh, look at this, what's happening over there. Esav soneh et Yaakov. Fact. And therefore, we have to pray to Hashem. However strong we are, we think we are strong. And of course, we must never give up our options. And then the third thing, he prepared for Milchama. Vaya machaneh anishan lefleta. Never give your options up. It's the Midrash says that when Yaakov went to meet Esav, he had a doubt. He said, I'm going to meet Esav. But Esav is giving me mixed messages. The Malachim said, the Shlichim said, we came to Esav, Achicha, and he's like a brother. He welcomed us. He spoke to us so nicely, in such a peaceful way, such a nice way. But you know what? He's coming with 400 men. You don't come to greet someone with 400 men. Yeah, all fighters. So there's it's a conflicting message. He's talking peace, and he's coming with 400 men. So Yaakov Avinu was not fooled. Yaakov Avinu, he said, maybe he's coming in peace, and if I go with soldiers and I go armed to meet him, then even if he's coming in peace, he'll say, oh, he's coming to attack me. And there would be a disaster. They'd kill each other. So you know what I'm going to, but he didn't want to give up option to fight. He didn't want to give the option to defend himself. So Yaakov Avinu, one Midrash says, they all wore white clothes, and underneath they had the weapons. So they came in white clothes, they're making peace, they come out for peace, but they didn't give up the options to fight. You can't trust the enemy. He confuses you. He speaks peace, but he's coming with soldiers to fight you. You be clever as well. Don't give up your options. And therefore, and therefore, once they go to fight, but they go and speak peace, like they speak peace. Yes, we want peace, everything. But don't give your options up to fight them. Because if they can, they will kill you. They try to confuse you. And therefore, you have to be above it. But all that, the most important fact is tefillah. If we don't have tefillah, and Baruch Hashem, we see, without tefillah, then we have a chance. Without tefillah, we don't have a chance. And this is what we have to believe in. But by the way, I'm going to tell you an interesting story. A Jew never gives up. The Ponevezh Ro, before the Chofetz Chaim died, he was quite old. So he went to see him, the Panovich of Shiva, and Hitler had already come on the scene. 33 already come. And he was main camp. He was telling what he'll do to the Jews. They're the troubled problems of the world. Yes. And he went to the Chafetz Chaim. And one of the questions he asked the Chafetz Chaim, look, this man has come to power in Germany and he's threatening to destroy Klal Israel. So the Chafetz Chaim says, that we don't have to worry. It might do damage, but there will always be a remnant. Vayah machaneh hanishar lefleta. He'll do his worst, but there'll always be somewhere where the Jews will manage to escape, manage to save and build again. Vayah machaneh hanishar lefleta. So the Chafetz Chaim, so the Panovich Rav asked the Chafetz Chaim, where is this pleta? Where is this remnant going to be? So he said, brought another pasuk in Tanakh, and we see it in Haftarah. Vayah machaneh hanishar, Har Sion teh pleta. That pleta will be in Har Sion, in Eretz Israel. Now the Panovich managed to escape when Hitler came to power and they started invading Europe. But he lost his family. Yes, he came to Eretz Israel, no family, just no yeshiva, nothing. Yeah, but he still kept a dream. He had a dream, and he saw this hill in Bnei Brak, in Zichron Meir, and he said, I'm going to build a yeshiva of 1,000 talmidim on this hill. So they thought he was crazy. He escaped. He's lost his head. Middle of the war, and they didn't know what the future of Eretz Israel would be. Rommel was knocking on the doorstep. He was stopped in Tobruk, but he was advancing fast. They were the desert rats walking through, and they were going through. Yeah, and Hashem made a plan. That's another story. He stopped him in Tobruk. But at that time, they didn't know what the future of Eretz Israel would be. And here's this man saying he's going to build on this hill a tower. So he went to the owner of the land, was Rabbi Yaakov Halperin, was a great Ashir, from man. And he told him, I want to build a yeshiva on this land. I want to buy this land. So he said, he was doing nothing. He said, you know what? If you will collect the money to build the yeshiva, I will give you the land. It was a dream. Straight after the war, the Chafetz Chaim, the Panovich Rav, went to America, Middle America, all the places where the Jews are all assimilated. But he came, a Jew comes back and he wants help. He wants to build an institution, wants to build a yeshiva. It's sparked something in these people so far away. And they gave him big matanot. They gave him a lot of help. And with that money, he was able to build the yeshiva. Huge yeshiva. And you know what? Those people who helped him, they came to see the yeshiva. Their children learned in yeshiva afterwards. Connection, they came back. Bahar Sion, you know what the Panovich Rav in his yeshiva wrote? Bahar Sion teh pleta. What the Chafetz Chaim had told them. There will be a remnant, and that remnant will be in Eretz Israel. And Torah flourishes. He was one of the beginning. Torah began flourishing in Eretz Israel. The yeshivas now with 1,000 people, 2,000 people. Baruch Hashem. And this is the dream of someone who just about escaped the Holocaust. Never forgot the dream of building a yeshiva in Eretz Israel. And the words of the Chafetz Chaim. Shabbat Shalom.